Praise God. We are on location at the St. Louis Job Corps. I got Keon, I got Robbie, they're my staff today. We're about to get it in. There's a lot of activity going on over there. It's going to be exciting. So just tune in. We're going to get it in. We got our banner set up. We got to speak life and encourage Dorm A. So see you in a minute. Peace. Who said no? You said no? They say 100? Well, I want to let you know about some that don't. You pick up people right? I thought I picked about people right as well. And in the end, they failed me anyway. How many of us have been failed before? By those so-called A1s and day ones. I don't mean to bust your bubble, brother. But through life and time, those A1s come to be about some Z1s. They ain't there for you like you thought. It's a lot of partners who I grew up with. It's a lot of people that we made a pact together with. And as I progress in my life, we no longer tight. We see each other in passing. I'm a barber as well. They might come and get their haircut. But other than kicking it and having fun and calling them every 5 minutes, it stops. It's like when you get to a certain age, you become your own man. So now your A1 and day one is who? You. So we will talk about relationships with family and friends. I had a lot of different relationships growing up. Particularly with my parents, it was kind of rough. My mom and dad, they was cool, they was young. My mama had me when she was 16 years old. My dad, he was probably like, you know, a young guy trying to do his thing. He moved back and forth from California to Illinois. I'm from Illinois. And I seen so much, and I love my mama, I love my daddy, but they had an addiction problem. They had a problem with drugs, and that kind of messed with me because I was seeing how they was going, but they was in the addiction, so they was sick. They thought it was all good, but I seen the different things that was going on in their life. I seen how this week we may not have no lights on. I seen how this week we might be eating beans and rice at the end of the week. I seen how this week, you know, the car going because it got repossessed. So I was going through these different things, and my love for my family, it was there, but it was like I kept on getting broken down every birthday. One particular time on my 15th birthday, I wrote in my book, I'm an author as well, I wrote in my book how I call this day Chuck E. Cheese. I was excited. I was 15 years old. My little sisters, they small. We about 4 or 5 years apart. And for me, I don't want to never do nothing for myself. I was always the one who wanted to do for everybody else. If I got money, we all got money. You know what I mean? If we all hungry, we all gonna eat. That was my thought. So I said, it's my birthday. Let me take my little sisters to Chuck E. Cheese. We in Hollywood, California at this time. We living in a hotel. So my mama said she gonna take us to Chuck E. Cheese. It was 3 o'clock, my birthday, right? My sister's dead excited. Now it's 5 o'clock. Man, I'm like, we gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese. We gonna get there. My sisters and them, they excited. It's 9 o'clock now. So now it's on Hollywood Boulevard. All the pimps, all the hustlers, everybody else come outside. Now we got to go inside. My mama came in, eyes buckshot. My heart sunk because she was in her addiction. And like she forgot about her son's 15th birthday. I don't know if you've ever been in a place where somebody had let you down on something very special like that before. We're going to talk about that today. So at 15 years old, my love for my mother was strong, but it got a little tame. I don't know, sometimes you may be in your life and you may go through something with your parents or your relationship or your guardian and you expecting them to come through and they don't come through. So that make you feel some type of way. Can I get an amen on that? That make you feel some type of way. Like, hey, I'm your firstborn. You feel me? I'm your firstborn. How you gonna forget about my birthday? How you gonna forget about me trying to splurge on my little sisters for Chuck E. Cheese? So in that book, in that chapter, I call it Chuck E. Cheese. So when I got grown and I got kids of my own, my kids know about Poppy gonna take us to Chuck E. Cheese because when he was young, he couldn't go to Chuck E. Cheese. So I try to show those people around me it's all about love. It would be a blessing if we could have our A1s and day ones forever. Can I get an amen on that one? Amen. But I want to let you know it's not true. This year I turned 38 years old. And I always say my age. Sometimes I don't like to, but sometimes I have to because at 22, I didn't think I was going to live past 22. Anybody that old right here right now? Anybody 22? 22. We got one. I didn't think I was going to live past 22. I was a gang member since I was 12 years old. 12 years old. I got into the streets. My A1s and Day1s. How old is you, man? You 16? So I was banging for 4 years at 16 years old. All those people who we took an oath, and we took an oath saying, I'm going to be with you, I'm going to be there for you all day, no matter what. Guess what? They ain't there now. You know, it's to the death, ride or die, kill or be killed. You know, that type of environment, and you looking for that same love because you didn't get that love at the crib. So you need that. You need that. I want somebody who's gonna be there for me. I want somebody who's gonna make me feel good and be with me, right? Because I didn't get that. My pops was there 40% of my life. One time, me and my pops was locked up at the same time. So my mama, she trying to be a mother to me, but also be a wife to him, and trying to get ourselves together. So I was like, man, how am I going to love them like I should love them when I'm still holding that in my heart at 15 years old? So if you got something in your heart that you hold against your relative or your family members or your guardians, I just want to let you know, just let it go. It ain't worth it, right? Because a couple days back, my old man, he wasn't feeling too good. They had called the paramedics on him. I got a text, and when I get a text from California, I know something going on. My sister, we talk. Our relationship kind of got a little tainted because I'm all the way in Illinois, and they in California. And y'all want to know why I had to come here at 17? Say why, Pastor?
Why, Pastor? Why, Pastor?
I still can't hear you.
Why, Pastor?
Just a little more so I can hear you.
Why, Pastor?
My mom and dad, they split up. So in high school, I was like, I need to go to the league. You hear me? I need to go to the league. I need to hoop every day. I need to have the scouts to know who I am. I need to show them that I'm the coldest because I got to get us out the hood. And you know, in California, they bang for real, for real. So I said, in order for me to walk up and down the street, they got to know that I don't bang out here. I banged in the Midwest, but I wasn't about to bang on the West Coast. Can I keep it real? So I'm walking through the jungles. Y'all remember where they shot the movie Training Day? When they did all this clapping and all the bloods was in the hood? I lived there. So in order for me to get to the park, I had to walk up a hill, dribbling the basketball through my legs so they could see that I don't bang. So when people know that you got something going on in your life, they won't touch you. Because they said, at least somebody make it out. At least somebody gonna try to make it out. So somebody is encouraging y'all to keep going so y'all can make it out. Who want to make it out? Every hand need to go up. If you sleep, wake up. Wake your boy up. Wake up, y'all. Sit up for me. You tired? You tired? You tired too?
I'm listening.
You listen though? Okay, that's good. At least you tell the truth. I said, at least I can make it out. But my dreams got shattered because now I can't go to school because my mom and them, they broke up. So now we got to live with her partner, but I got to keep practicing. Every morning I would call to school because we was in relationship problems with not just my mom and my dad, but we in relationship problems because now I don't got nowhere to go to school. So I got to call to school every morning to let them know that Darren would not be in school and the people at the desk knew that it was me. Because I'm calling myself off of school. I'm not going to be there today. Darren, is this you? Yeah, that's me. But in California, they got a thing. If you skip in school, they give you a 0. So you get a 0 every day. So I was getting 0s every day, but at least I was calling myself off. Because my mama didn't. So now I'm waiting to figure out what I'm going to do. Now we homeless. We living with somebody's friends. How many of y'all live with somebody else in your life? We just going to be over here a couple days, honey. A couple days, a couple months. And that condition is bad anyway because now you got to sleep on the floor. You got to sleep wherever you can sleep, right? I was sleeping on the refrigerator. I know you ain't never slept on the refrigerator. No. My man laughing like, man, you struggling. So now my mom and them, they about to go to a women's shelter. But now I got to go to a men's shelter. So I'm like, man, I I really don't want to do this. I'm 17 years old. I'm in Cali. Population is big. And the men's shelter is in downtown LA. A place they call Skid Row. It got a population of 26,000 homeless people. So I would be in the middle of all of that, with dreams of making it to the league, to take care of my family. We had a dysfunctional family. Relationships messed up. My heart messed up. My day ones, they really ain't there. Even my Cali people, they ain't there because they got to take care of their own situation. So I had to find out what I'm going to do. Call grandma. I call my grandma Mama. Mama, it's hard out here. Can I come stay with you? Have you ever had one of them moments where you got to call somebody, can I come stay with you? It ain't working right now. Can I come stay with you? So now with that being said, if you're going to go to school, now they got to be your guardian, right? So now she's my guardian, so I had to come back to Illinois. And guess what? I didn't have no Louis bag. I didn't have no Gucci suitcase. And all my clothes I packed in that clothes to suitcase to come home was all dirty clothes. So I was praying that they didn't open up that suitcase. Because I was embarrassed. Wasn't no washer, wasn't no laundromat, didn't have no money, no quarters, or none of that. All I was doing was hooping every day. So wherever I get to where I'm going to go, that I'm going to do what I need to do for my family. So I got to St. Louis. Now I'm getting right back into the game thing. Because now everybody know me, I'm banging. Because like I said, once you win, you win. So now I'm back in a whole different situation. Now I'm hooping and I'm making sure that my grades is A1. Because when them grades come from Cali, it's going to be a different story. Everybody know, oh, Slug from Cali here. Oh, he got that killer crossover. That's when Allen Iverson was cold back then. I thought I was AI. And the and one mixtape, crossover, all that hot sauce. I thought I was all of that. But I was cold. So when I got here, I got on the team. Everything going good. My mama and them, they live in a shelter, women's shelter. They trying to get their life together. And I got here, I got on the team. I didn't even play the first game because now my grades came back from California. Made me ineligible. I'm like, man, Lord. Well, I didn't say man, Lord back then, I wasn't saved, but you get mad at what I said. Yeah. So now my grades messed up. I'm still on the team, but I can just practice with him. And me and the coach don't get along because I'm getting mad at him because I'm better than the whole team, but they got their starters already. Have you ever been in that position when you know you're better than everybody else, but they put you to the side? So me and the coach, we getting into it, and I still couldn't really tell nobody what was going on in my home life because I wanted to make sure everything was all good. When people look at me, it look like everything is all together. I know some of us front right now like it's all good. It ain't all good, is it? I can't hear you. Huh? See, it ain't all good. So I can relate. You know what I mean? I can relate. I know what it feels like to be let down by family. I know what it feels like to be let down by those people and them coaches that you try to put your trust in and you work your hardest to do what you got to do and you're trying to get to that next level. And I know it may be hard trying to even be up in here, right?
Yes.
Who said yes? Man, I like you, boy. Very attentive. You paying attention. Y'all interacting with me. I love that. That right there shows leadership. That right there shows that you got a mind to think of your own. How many of us got a mind? 10 minutes? How many of us got a mind we can think of our own? Yeah. So fast forward, boom, now I'm 22. You say you're 22, right? 22 years old, facing 6 to 15 years in prison. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life.
Wait, 6 to 15?
Yeah.
What you do?
Something that'll get you 6 to 15 years in prison.
But you got a body?
No, that'd have been more than that. You know what I'm saying?
Second,
No, I don't know if I can say all that type of stuff, but 6 to 15, you can just imagine what it could be. You know what I mean? I was a gangbanger and all that type of stuff, you know. But anyway, now I'm figuring out, man, what I'm going to do? I'm in jail. My A1s and day ones, they there supposedly. But as I was going through that stuff, I found out how broken relationships really molded me into who I need to be. Sometimes being broken can get you to where you need to be. Some of us may have never been broken, but when you become broken, now you can be whatever you want to be. I I always talk about this, but I have an egg with me. An egg is just an egg until you crack the shell and you break it, and then you can make it into scrambled eggs, omelets, you can make cakes. Whatever you need to do, the egg got to get broken first. So sometimes we got to get broken first before we can be who we want to be. So through all of that hurt, through all of that pain, through all of those letdowns, through all of those things and setbacks and all that, it made me get ready for my comeback. So that's what the title of my book is, The Comeback, Fighting Back with Faith. I had to get to the knowledge of knowing, like, man, ain't nobody gonna work for me. I got to work for myself. I got to forgive those that hurt me. All my friends who was there, who still be around, but they really don't fool me like they said they was back in the day. I got to love everybody the same way. So when I started loving everybody how I wanted to receive that love, my whole life changed. So what slug means, or sluggaroo means, it means spreading love under God's grace everywhere respectfully to rejoice on and on. I got saved at 23, right? At 22, I knew it was over with. I said, what I'm going to do now? I changed my life. Now I'm a rapper. I used to rap secular music. Then I started rapping gospel music. And from that point, it just went to a whole nother level. I was in newspapers, magazines, all of that. Just being a good dude. Coming to things like this. I speak at federal prisons, state prisons, juvenile centers. Just trying to give some encouragement, because I was just like y'all, but I didn't have nobody to speak to me like I'm speaking to y'all today. Hey, yeah, that's the time to clap. Go ahead. That's leadership. That means I'm going to clap even if don't nobody else want to clap. I'm going to say something to interact even if because you got to be ready to step out when don't nobody else want to step out, right? Somebody would have just said, oh, my life is messed up. Oh, it don't even matter. They didn't want to have me on the basketball team. I'm facing jail anyway. What I'm going to do? I only got a high school diploma. What's next? Man, that's just your launching pad. Now I'm an entrepreneur. I got a business, I got a barbershop, I got a ministry, I'm an author. So I want to encourage y'all these last few minutes that you can do anything you want to do, no matter what the relationship thing you went through. Whatever you want to put yeah, go ahead and clap. You can keep clapping, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Listen, because if don't nobody else clap, at least you got it, right? At least you got that deposit today. So now you can tell your 10 years later, the other young man, you got to do what you got to do. So that fast forward, now I've been married for 14 years. Now let's clap for that. You hear me? Let's clap for that. Because I had a lot of them. Whoa. Had a lot of them. I was a thot. But that's what comes with it, right? You in the streets, people see you, people looking up to you, but I wanted to change that whole thing. I didn't want to be like what I was. I wanted to be different. I wanted to be different. I wanted to be the man that I needed to be. So being married to one wife is an example to show y'all ain't got to have all type of women. You know, because they is, doing what they want to do too. So it's just, I just had to learn how to become a man. My daddy wasn't there 40% of my life. We had a great relationship, but I didn't have nobody to teach me this stuff. I had to learn on my own, right? My uncles, he gave me some encouragement, but nobody really been through the stuff I've been through. And nobody was telling me. Everybody wanted me to do other things. So I want to let y'all know, love in those relationships. Take your time out. Anybody pray up here? Pray your way through it. And then sometimes you can't even tell other people your next move. Everybody ain't going to be excited for you. Moving inside. Y'all get something I'm talking about today? Y'all feel that a little bit? I want to encourage y'all today, like, hey, just I could be your mirror. You looking at yourself and you looking at me. Don't let nothing stop you. I didn't let my record stop me. I didn't let what I went through stop me. I just kept on pressing to the next level. And my relationships got better. Now, people ask me, what do you think I should do in this situation? Man, you got to do what's best for you. So what y'all doing up here is doing what's best for you. The best you can be is the you after you be broken. You say you're 16? What you doing here? What you got? Carpentry? That's good. You cold with it? You decent with it? You gonna perfect it. That's good. You gotta work it out. Anybody got any questions for me before we go? Yes, sir.
Where can I get that book from?
Where can you get that book from? I got some flyers. Can I give them flyers?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Help me pass these out, Keon, please. Hopefully I have enough.
We can give them at lunchtime. Give them out at lunchtime. You're gonna.
Oh, we doing something again? Okay, no problem. A website, fightwithmyfaith.com. You check it out. All this information right here. Get it from there. I got it. That book is an autobiography about my life. The comeback, fighting back with faith. I really ain't supposed to be doing what I'm doing. But I didn't let that stuff stop me. I kept going. When somebody tell you no, you just keep going until they say yes. Don't give up when the first person tells you no. Because a lot of people want me to change to conform and be like how they want to be, right? So you can imagine for the last 15 years, people want me to cut my braids and take my clothes out. I'm just telling you, as you go into the corporate ladder, they want you to do things, right? But if you be you, what's for you is for you. Just be respectable with it, right? Your life will be good, your family will be good, and then people will be looking for you to take them to the next level. What you here for, man? What you doing?
I'm doing ACR.
Okay, you good? You cold with it? Good. All right, anybody else got any questions real quick?
Before we depart, can at least someone say what they appreciate about what he said and what stood out the most?
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you keeping it 100.
Hey, for sure. That's what's up, man. I appreciate the feedback. You know what I mean? Because yes, sir.
You was willing to like show like deep and dark times.
Yeah.
To show us how it brought you to what you are now.
Yeah. Don't give up, man. Don't give up. You can be whatever you want to be. Yes, sir.
You came in to talk to us even though you could have been doing something else.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be cussing her right now. I go by appointments only, you know, but I shut that down and come free on y'all. Yes, sir.
I can relate to everything you said before I came
What's your name, man?
My name is Lynn.
All right, man. Appreciate it, man. Hey, keep going, man. Yes, sir. Anybody else? For sure. You know, I'm looking at y'all like this, not like this, you know. We all men, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so we gotta look at each other like this. It's all about respect, you know. When I was young, I used to, yes, sir.
You said the spiritual self in your life.
That's what's up. That's what it's about. I just gotta keep going, be better. I always tell people around me, I want to be better than I was yesterday. So if my yesterday was bad, I want to make it 10 times better. Anybody else? Good? Y'all encouraged today? Amen. We just had a great first session out. We have several more. So we get some spot checking in here, amen. And we just thank God that we here to just shine light on everybody as we're talking about relationship with family and friends. So we getting it in. Robbie Keegan, staff, Sluggeroo, ENT, we out here. It gotta be something that's really gonna be on my mind. It gotta be something that's gonna get me to that next level. It gotta be something that's gonna be encouraging me. I need something that I can read good, right? I want to make sure y'all can get that book. Come back, Fight With My Faith, fightwithmyfaith.com. That was a commercial. So you got to want to read something that's going to be good, right? So I've read probably about 10 to 15 books here in the last year. I'm real busy, but I like to read a lot because when you read, you gain knowledge, right? When you read, you gain something that you didn't know about. So I love to read books about finances. I love to read the Bible, of course, as a pastor. I love to read my book. I was just reading my book again the other day just to refresh myself with my own story. Because sometimes, don't you forget about what you did last summer? Like, oh man, I did that too. Somebody tell you, like, dude, you know, you did that. So this book is a great book, man. I talk about my young life, talking about my middle-aged life. I'm still kind of young now, glory to God, but I talk about how I made it through with my faith. I was a gang member since I was 12 years old. I told the last group that too. I went through so many things, moving back and forth to California, Illinois. I had to find myself, you know, and it was so many things to try to mess up my family. We got separated. I had to come back to Illinois. My parents, they had went through something, so I had to come live with my grandmother, and that was a separation with family, a separation with a relationship with my father and my mother. So I had, I guess, kind of a good home, but then it was kind of a separate home because my dad was only in my life like 40% of my life. If that, I just say 40% so I can feel good, right? I just try to say he was there most of the time, and I just try to still love him like I should because I know I'm supposed to. Whenever I raise my hand up like that, we don't say amen. Amen. I know I should. You know, I love my mama like I should. Like I told the last group, I just want to share my heart with y'all. Can I do that? Yeah. So I said, Mama, I want to take my sisters to Chuck E. Cheese on my 15th birthday. I got a portion of my book called Chuck E. Cheese, right? And it's when I wanted to take them to Chuck E. Cheese to celebrate my birthday. You know, sometimes you want to turn up for your little cousins or your little sisters, and it didn't happen that way. My mama said she was going to take me, but my mama was on drugs. My mama was sick. My dad was sick. How many can relate to that? So I'm going through something, but I know she's not going to forget about my 15th birthday. But yes, she did. 3 o'clock, we ready? Outside, I'm pumping my little sisters up like, we're going to Chuck E. Cheese today. We out here, we going to eat pizza. Whatever you want to get, it's on me. It's my birthday. We going to have some fun. 9 o'clock came. They like, hey, we going to Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, we supposed to, you know, we supposed to. It's late now. We going to bed. They sad. I'm mad, you know. I ain't got no money, but I told them it's my birthday. So, you know, when it's your birthday, everything goes, right? Your mama gonna turn up for you. But that right there was the first time that my relationship with my mother changed. She let me down. She let me down. Not only did she let me down, she let my sisters down. I was excited all day. She let me down. How many of us been in that place where our relationship with somebody let us down and it hurt real bad? You didn't know what to do. You're like, man, I'm the firstborn, mama. I'm the firstborn. I know you remember it's my birthday today. But she was so wrapped up in her own life and her addiction that she forgot about what was going on. So now I'm grown. I forgave her. I forgave her when I turned 23 when I got saved. I said, you know what? I want to give her the opportunity to be loved like she should. Because ain't nobody like your mom. Even Pac had a song about his mom. You know? So I got that love back to my mama. I started loving her like never before when I got saved. So you just think from 15 to 23, it was love, but it wasn't like that love. You know what I'm saying? And my daddy, I love him, but it wasn't like that love. Because how you not going to be with my mama? Ooh, how many have been through that before? You say facts, right? So relationships with family and friends, they change through time. It's a thing that we talk about in church that we call seasons. Different seasons in your life. It could be like a whirlwind. Like this is a season in your life. So you could look back when you was in Job Corps. That was a season in my life when I was getting myself together. Now you see I got me some Cartier frames on. I didn't know what they was up in Job Corps, but now it was a season in my life. Now I'm on. Now I'm trying to get everybody else to know that I had heard somebody talking about relationships in a season of my life. And they didn't even know I was going through a different season of my life. So I want to encourage y'all today. Through all of that stuff, I got a little metaphor I talk about, an egg. An egg is just an egg until it's broken. When it's broken, you can have scrambled eggs, omelets, you can make a cake, you can make something to make the chicken fry so good, but it's until it gets broken. And that's what I learned in my life. When I got broken, it's when things started to come together and to form. So you think about your heart get broken. Man. How many of us had our heart broken before? I gotta take a drink of water with that. Get up off me, because what don't kill me make me. And I gotta do what I gotta do for my family because I love them. Amen. Yeah. Now you ain't gonna go nowhere around here and nobody do this like this and you respond. Right? So we already getting it in already. We feeling each other. Because what don't kill you make you strong. Man, you feel me? It's about what's in the heart can touch the heart, right? And y'all can feel me. Y'all can feel the love that I'm trying to give y'all. So what we're going to do, talk about relationships with family and friends. One little dude said, I said, y'all got y'all A1s and day ones? He said, yeah, I pick mine wisely. I said, man, they're going to be your Z1s in a minute. So I had to let him know, a lot of people who I thought was there for me, they not there no more. Because when you start to change, you start to push stuff up off of you, sometimes you have to push some people up off of you. Because sometimes they say guilty by association. Amen. Man, sometimes you got to get, I see a lot of y'all moving on now. Sometimes you got to get away from some stuff. Sometimes you got to get away from some people, even if it's your A1 and day one, because those are your friends, and you don't want to mess up your friendship, so you just like, let me fall back just a little bit. Hey man, we about to go hit a lick. No, let me fall back just a little bit. Oh man, they got some cards down there. We can get them. Let me just fall back just a little bit. Hey man, let's go in there. Let me just fall back. And you know the main thing what they call you, your friends? Oh, you a lame. Oh, you ain't about that action. Really, I'm not. I don't want to be about that action. I was facing 6 to 15 years in prison. Trying to take care of my family and my friends. You know where my A1s and day ones at? Man, they got away. All them dudes, you know what? I could never call them. They never sent me no money. So when I got out, I felt some type of way. I'm like, y'all just gonna leave me up in there? But that's my A1 and day one. So what you might be giving somebody, they might not be trying to give that back to you. Amen. They want you to be there when it's good, but when stuff starts to get a little hot under the collar, they gone. Who said they gone? They gone. So I want to encourage y'all, think about relationship with family and friends. Me and my mama and dad, we got split up because they split up. And that was really like, man, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I want to make it out the hood. Amen. Ain't that the main thing? Everybody want to get out the hood, right? Amen. So when I be going to little groups like this and talking to everybody, I'm like, man, I want to get out the hood. But listen, if everybody leave out the hood, what about little JJ them? What about little Roscoe them? Somebody got to go back too, though, right? But let's go get the bag and bring it back like Robin Hood. Let's go bring back some goodies. Let's bring some knowledge back. Let's bring some love back, because we know the hood don't got too much knowledge or love. It's kill or be killed, and if you ain't tough, you will get ate up. Amen. And y'all know where we live at, right? We in the loop, right? It ain't no joke, huh? Man. So you gotta choose wisely. You gotta love wisely. You gotta be a man, right? You gotta stand on your feet. So this here is giving you an opportunity to stand on your feet. It's giving you an opportunity to get stuck behind your name. It's giving you an opportunity so you can stand. I always tell my son, get your paperwork right, son. Because if your paperwork is right, can't nobody tell you nothing. You get that paperwork, you get that certificate with your name, you can do anything you want to do. Because a name is strong. A name is strong. If you got a good name, you can do anything. And if you got a bad name, people go be like, well, that's such and such, I ain't gonna fool with them, right? Oh, don't go over there, oh boy, he be on one, don't go, you know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that we get our stuff together, we get that paperwork, we strive every day to be better than what we was. This is back in 99, 18s was like 30s back then. I'm young, I'm in it, I'm on Rolex. So you can just imagine, man, until them cats pull up, said, don't none of y'all move, and start blasting the car. I'm just sitting there, I'm thinking like, man, what just didn't happen? He just pulled up, don't none of y'all move. We this close, blast, boom, boom. By the second blast, I'm already in the woods. My cousin was in the passenger seat, my other cousin about to get in the passenger seat. He hopped out, I'm running out, I'm crawling out. I see a shoe and a hat when I get back to the scene. I'm like, man, so when he started blasting, he started blasting and blasting and blasting. And I'm like, man, what didn't happen? I was drunk, but I was instantly sober. I I was drunk, but I was instantly sober. I'm like, man, what did happen? My life almost was over because I was trying to be a hood star. They got my car back 4 days later. I think they found it in Washington Park somewhere. 3 donuts, flat tire, no battery. I had a system in there, bang. Man, you can just imagine. Spent all my money on that system, just got the system, just got the rims. You know how we do, we want to floss. Same day, I'm gonna get my car out the same day, put my rims on the same day, all in the same day. I could tell God was slowing me down because that same day I did that, my car stopped over. Sometimes things happen in your life to try to slow you down. You know how stuff happens. Like, man, why that happen? It's trying to slow you down. So all of those opportunities, when I was seeing him slow me down, I thought it was just, you know, yeah, they was after me anyway. I'm a gang member, so, you know, the police was even mad because they was thinking that it was gang retaliation. But I'm a victim here. So it's all about your name, right? When the police would pull up, they would be like, Mr. Williams. Because they knew I was an active gang member. They knew I was an active drug dealer. So like I always say, I want to be better than what I was yesterday. So now when you say Mr. Williams, now you can think back, oh, that man a pastor now. He had a rough life, but he went through a season in his life where he changed his life, and now he's doing stuff for the right reasons. So 3 times in one night, got shot at, then carjacked. So I'm thinking like, man, what's going on in my life? Now I'm facing 6 to 15 years in prison. What's really going on in my life? So if you look at it in hindsight, I'm just supposed to be getting out of prison if I didn't change my mind. In the midst of all my troubles, I started to change my mind. I said, you know what, I want to give God my life. Change my whole situation. Instantly, stuff started to change in my favor. I got off probation early. They see I'm doing good. Now my name is changing. You know, I'm doing community service now. Sometimes you do community service when you get forced to, right? You ain't just going to pick up no trash, right? Until your mind gets changed. So now my mind got changed. Now I said, I want to be better. Whatever I got to do, I'm going to get out here and I'm going to try to inspire others. I'm going to get out here and try to make a better life for myself. So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an author. I got Slugger Roof Films. I got Robbie on the camera back there right now. I'm a pastor. I do a lot of stuff. But it's because I had to make a right change in my life, no matter how my family or my relationships with my friends were. I know some of y'all relate. Sometimes you think like, man, I can't wait till I get done with this. I'm going to do 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 that. I want to encourage you. You can do anything you want to do. And the word says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, right? I want to be the best me I could be. So I want to thank God for the opportunity to speak to y'all today so I can encourage y'all. What you here? What you doing? CNA? All right. You cold with it? I keep on asking everybody whatever they doing. Is they cold with it? When I mean you cold with it, y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, right.
You cold with it? Okay, cool. What's you? Pharmacy tech? All right, all right. What all that consists of?
It's basically a legal drug test.
Pharmaceutical sales. I can relate. He said legal, you feel me? That's what it's about, getting legal, getting your name legal. Getting businesses, passing on businesses to your family, legacy. You know, back in the day, I didn't hear nobody talking about that. That's why I read books. You know, that's why I read, so I can know some stuff that I didn't ever know before. Because you know what they love to say? You got to put it in the book. They ain't going to read it. We got to read it. Knowledge is power. Then it also says leaders are readers.
She was on the stuff, so you know I have to help her. I have to ask my cousin to help me around the drug stage. Right?
Yeah.
So I had to hustle. I had to help me get a job at a young age. Most of us all have to dress and drugs. So basically, it is hard because my sister, every time she came up to me, I want to be just like you. I kept telling her, no, don't do that, because she always been suspended, fighting. So now she in high school. She getting her high school diploma. She doing whatever she need to do. Because I told her to do what she needs to do. Don't follow my footsteps.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do. She's smart. She getting A's, straight A's. You know, I'm just getting on my feet.
Come on now, let's give him a hand, y'all.
Since I was little, I've been working on houses, wiring, cleaning out houses, getting out houses. So I know how to do everything that's in job for. All I want to do now is get the paperwork.
Get that paperwork.
That's all.
Get it in, man. Appreciate that.